morning, everybody. It's Jean here, Jean Truelove from Truelove Quilts for You. I'm sitting at my computer, catching up on some emails that have been sent to me. This is a sharing is caring little segment. Some people have sent me in pictures that they have made projects from following a tutorial of mine. As you followers who have watched me know, I encourage you, if you have made a project following a tutorial of me showing you how to do it, I would love to see it. And you can send them to truelovequiltsforyou@gmail.com. Now, when I receive an email, a person on my Gmail account, I will send back, but it's on another email. Be assured that it is from me. If I say, yes, this is Jean Truelove responding to your email, that is me. I was hacked a little while ago, but that's all been sorted out. So if you do send me an Gmail, I will respond back to you, hopefully. But right now, I'm going to be sharing a Dresden plate that Anna Pomorsky had started, and Anna had followed along. Hopefully you can see it over there in my closet, my little first wall hanging that I had done, the Dresden plate, this little yellow and lavender. Anna had a question. Her Dresden plate was growing. It was very large, and she had to do a lot of blades because the angle. Ian addressed that. If you look back on that playlist of my Dresden plate, Ian, my husband, had addressed the fact that the angle of your blade and cutting your fabric of your blades going around your Dresden plate makes all the difference to the size of your middle, if it's larger or if it's smaller, and the size of your Dresden plate. It is done now, and she says, hi Jean, here it is, my first finished wall hanging quilt. I know it's not perfect, but it's finished, and it's all thanks to you, your dear husband Ian, and to many of your subscribers who had left me so many encouraging comments that I could not stop and not finish it. All I need to do now is find a good way to hang it in space. Thanks, Jean. Look forward to the next one. Love, Anna. Here is Anna's lovely, beautiful finished Dresden plate. So pretty, Anna. Thank you so much. You did get a lot of nice comments and encouragement. That was just so lovely. Now, my next little project that was followed by me was done by Catherine. Catherine, you know who you are. And again, it's a Dresden plate. It's so pretty. And she did almost exactly like I did with the checkerboard. She says, hi, Jean, finally finished. Thanks for all your inspiration and help. It's my new heirloom. Laugh out loud. The second picture is so that you can see the quilting on the back and the hanging sleeve. Thanks again. Love, Catherine. Just delightful. Really, really pretty. I love it. It's the yellow, and the quilting is lovely on the back. Sometimes our backs are so pretty. I love the fact that she did sort of a quarter Dresden fan in the corners. Just so very pretty. It's really very nice, Catherine. Thank you so much. And yes, it will be an heirloom. So our Dresden plates were quite popular. Thank you very much for following along. It's interesting. I had done a video several days ago about my brother who had sent a picture of the quilt that I made, if you have followed me. And it's interesting because Brenda, you know who you are, Brenda and Chuck, she sent me a picture that she had said that she has this design similar to my brother's circles, their quarter circles, up in her design wall. So she said, I'm just starting this. That's so pretty. Now she's doing like a checkerboard, awesome quarter circle quilt. That's going to be really, really very pretty. So the way you're cutting it is you're making your patches and then you're cutting your circles. It's really very pretty. Thank you so very much. I didn't do a tutorial on that. And again, one more I got from Glennis. Glennis Cook, you know who you are. Hi, Jean. This is again a Dresden. Glennis put a little bit of her twist on it, and it's so super. Hi, Jean. I'm afraid I got a little carried away with my Dresden plate, and I made a little lap quilt. Good for you, Glennis. I know this might be a bit controversial, but I'm not a lover of quilts on the wall. Awesome. That's awesome. Not controversial at all. That's why there are menus, right? Too much trying to keep the dust off of them. I never dust. It might be someone I knew, because we are dust. We come from dust, and dust we are to return. So I don't dust. Just joking. But anyway, and the lime green, it's so pretty. And her black and lime green and brown and blue and red Dresden plates, very, very pretty. Very pretty, Glennis. Thank you so much. You got carried away and you just kept making Dresdens. They can be quite addictive, can they? So many people were like, oh, Dresden's plates are so hard. And I'm thinking, I never found them hard. So apparently other people aren't finding them hard. So Glennis and Catherine and Anne have not found them hard. And neither did I. I think that's so pretty. Coming up on my fabric in my closet there. So Glennis, you don't need to put them on a wall. You can put it in the closet. But thank you so much for sharing. That's so lovely. I do want to say that I had videoed Ian with a sewing room. As you know, my husband Ian loves to see other people's sewing rooms. He was on a bit of a roll there. I thought my camera was going and the battery had switched off. So we're going to be repeating that. As you have seen recently, my husband has a goatee now. He grew a little goatee beard. Maxwell has a full beard. They're just trying that on. It looks nice. I like it. Ian will be back doing a few more sewing rooms. If you have any of your sewing areas, sewing space, sewing closet, sewing table, sewing corner that you'd like to share with my husband Ian, he really quite genuinely is interested in it. When we get to it, he will be showcasing them. So thank you so much. And again, if you have any projects that you've made following my tutorials, you could go way back, doesn't matter. When my brother sent me the quilt that I had made for him well over 20 years ago, I got thinking about, I wonder if in my photographs I have any pictures at all of some of the quilts that I have gifted when I would photograph people. I found a couple of them. Now I would do the little commentating. There's no story to them. I just took a couple pictures. So I'm going to be sharing that in an upcoming video. I just found a few pictures of when cameras were around, and I think I scanned the pictures years and years ago, and then a few more recent ones that I had taken. But I'm going to be doing that because I think that's so encouraging. Take pictures, and I did to a certain extent when I first started put labels on quilts. And everybody's telling me it's so important to put to label your quilts, obviously. And I did a few, and I think I did an actual video 6-7 years ago about labeling your quilt. Bad me, bad girl, bad girl. And then the ones I've done, I forgot to put labels on. But I was telling my husband that when I was in the mind frame to gift a quilt, as you know, a quilt can take 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 hours plus to make. I would be in the mode, I'm making this quilt for XYZ person because they've expressed their interest or they've expressed their love. I'm making this quilt with them in mind. I make the quilt. And you have to understand, the quilt is within 3 or 4 foot of you at all times. Right? You're cutting it right here, you're sewing it, you're piecing it, you're quilting it, you're binding it, you're backing it. Everything is right within you a few feet. And then what would happen is I would look at the quilt as a whole up on the wall or have my husband hang it, and then very pleased with it for that person, I've divorced myself from the process, folded it up into a beautiful box or a gift bag and given it away. And that's when I sort of remember I forgot to take a picture of it. And so years later, when somebody has said, oh, I still have your quilt, and I think I told you my dear friend Simone, a younger girl who's friends with our daughter, I had made her like a leopard animal skin quilt. She loved. I saw it 15 years later, she's a grown woman with a child, and it was sort of not a rag, but a very, very well-loved quilt. I said, you still have that? Oh, absolutely. I have it all the time. I should have gotten a picture of it then, actually. It was funny. We were in a public place and I didn't, but I did get a kick out of that. That's my quilts, wherever they are around the world, actually, are being loved. That's the best part about quilting, about gifting, and about only people who appreciate it. Don't give one of your beautiful creations to somebody who doesn't absolutely love it. Don't give it as a wedding present if somebody doesn't extol over them, because you might be disappointed. It might end up in a dog bed. That has happened. But anyway, gift to who you wish to, because it's all in the happiness and giving, right? I say that and I'm like, You horrible people who don't appreciate our quilts. No. Anyway, that's it for Sharing is Caring. I really appreciate you sending me pictures, and Ian will be back in all of his bearded glory. You gotta tell me if you like it or not. I like it. He looks very distinguished. Now, how much more can this guy, this distinguished Englishman, get, right? I think it's lovely. And Maxwell, he's a sweetheart. All right, folks, everybody, have a lovely day. And as always, love from the Trueloves. Bye-bye.